Wednesday, May 17th. Hello, everyone. Today we're going to be taking you on a garden update. We got our hedge of mulberry and we've been picking them away. We also have the Pakistan type down here. And then we have some Vision MX R corn. This is going to be ready next month. We've got some sugar pie pumpkins down there. And right in front, we have various stages of brassicas. We have 3 broccolis, and then this is a sprouting cauliflower. And then the rest of our garden's gonna be in the backyard. We got this Black Prince tomato. I noticed that our Egger's baby dragon fruit gets sun scald, so we're gonna grow this right here. It's gonna use this area as a support, and then also the plant will shade out our dragon fruit. We got some fruit sets on them. You can see them on the bottom there. And over this way we have one of my favorite types of hatch peppers, the Anaheim type. This is the New Mexico 64L. So we got one plant right here, and we're also growing the other varieties up on the slope here, and we may get to see those today. I forget if I talked about this space, but this is a newer space. We're going to eventually plant our Gwen avocado tree right here. In the meantime, we're doing some soil building with some cover crop, and we got a queen lime zinnia out in front to break up the space. Got some strawberries that we're growing. Had a good harvest so far. We're concentrating on them. This is a Gaviota strawberry, and you'll see them in various stages of, or you'll see a succession of them. We have a few varieties. Gaviota is one of them. This one over here is a Camarosa. And the other ones we have are the Seascape and the Chandlers. The other ones are just kind of dormant right now. Here is a newer one to us. This is the Mara de Bois. This is a French variety, and its taste is closer to the more wild strawberries, like the Eula Wonder, the Alpine strawberries. They're more fragrant, and then your modern strawberries, they have more texture and tartness. So that one is basically a combination of two, and it's been a good one to taste. And then on this slope here, the north portion of our property, where we get a good amount of sunlight, I added on another tier of growing area, so we have more growing area now. So we're gonna grow some squash plants up here, let them climb up that way. Doing some soil testing for a company. This is a paper product, so doing a test for them. And then here are some more peppers. So these are the new to us varieties. These are the Marisol peppers. They're out of Colorado. So we got a Moscow, and then we got I think this is a Giadone, Giadone. And then here are the hatch peppers, Anaheim peppers. We got a Big Jim. This is something that's new to us. A New Mexico 6-4, and then we have a Sandia Select over there. A rabbit came out and chewed off some of the tops, and I'm not a fan of topping off big tall varieties because the plant needs the height to hang the fruit, but that's what happened to these guys. For the smaller varieties like the jalapeno, if you top them off, you'll get more fruit later on, but if you don't top them off, you get fruit early but not as many. And then here is another one of my favorite peppers. This is a poblano pepper, and when they're dry, they're called ancho chili, and this variety is called San Luis. I grow this one year after year. That's why we have a permanent tag for it. Here's a more strong plant. This one is not as strong, and this is ideally how I would like to grow them. Don't top them off. Let them be nice and tall, so that when the fruit gets long, they can hang from the top versus just touching the ground. So let's head back down carefully. There's not a lot of walking space here. This is more of the Mara de Bois. This is another Gaviota strawberry, and maybe now with this area tiered off, our California Roja orange graft will be happy. It's making new sprouts. It's kind of hanging on for the last 3 years, so maybe it'll grow now. Our peach, this is the July, Alberta. It's making peaches for us. This is a one of the higher chill varieties, and for this variety, we're in a low chill area. We're not going to get peaches out of it every year, but every now and then we will get about 400 hours, and it will make a peach for us. Since we have room and peaches aren't very expensive, this is one that's worth growing, even though we don't get peaches every year. This will get peaches later in the year because succession planting is something that we focus a lot on. So here is a peach that is going to be ready next month, and then these ones are going to be July, August, and then we added on a peach that will be ready in May. That's the Desert Gold. So finally found a plant to grow. So next year we'll probably get some Desert Gold peaches. Okay, tomatoes, Principe Borghese. Let's see if we can find some fruit sets for you. I saw one right here. So these are the smaller cherry size tomatoes. And we have a Craig LaHoyer Cherokee Purple. It's making some nice big blossoms. And this week is fruit set week temperatures. We're going to be in the 70s and 80s. Perfect temperature for fruit sets from these blossoms. So they're coming in at just the right time. We got a Succession Fiorello 70. This is the sprouting cauliflower. And then we have 2 beds of the Costoluto Genovese tomatoes. These are the medium-sized paste tomatoes. I grow paste tomatoes for the kitchen. So these are the mid-February sowing, and then this is the early January sowing. So down on the bottom, you can see the fruit further along, or you can even see it right here. This is further along. Got a Eula Wonder bell pepper and some flowers that we're growing. Then over here we got some more Mar de Bois. I was testing the microclimate to see if they will do well in some semi-shade, and the fruit's not very big, so we're gonna move them out of here. And this is a standard Cherokee Purple. No, I'm sorry, this is the Corelle de Beau, which is Italian for ox heart tomato. And we got some really good sized blossoms, so these should turn into some large pound size fruit for us. Excited to come back and show them to you once they set. Hopefully they'll set. Got a clementine cauliflower in there. That's the cheddar cheese color cauliflower. And we're reestablishing our blueberry plants. The other ones were neglected, so we had to get new plants. We got some blueberries on here. And then the other thing, we're also reestablishing our raspberries. I thought they would grow like weeds, but actually they preferred good drainage and the right type of sunlight. So we got a lot of different types of raspberries. So this is a heritage raspberry, and then we're growing a purple variety as well. And then maybe this year we'll get some good size grape. Not sure. We'll find out. Let's see. Let's see if there's anything else over here. Not really. Oh, got some ube. I'm excited to grow this. This is the first time we're growing ube. So it's sprouted. UBE. It's a very popular root vegetable. It's like a yam in a taro. It's purple. It's got really good flavor. I even like the artificial flavor of ube in breads and in ice cream. So I'm excited to finally get a tuber to grow it after watching others grow it all these years. So eventually I'll put a trellis on here and let it grow into the sunlight. Then we have some more plantings that we are always sowing. There's always something sowing. So now it's okra sowing. We got some okras sowed. These are our bok choy and gailan that we're sowing over here. And we got some more flowers and some filet beans that we're gonna sow. These are insurance filet beans. Normally I direct sow them, but we need some insurance ones in case something happens to the direct sown beans. And then out in front, we got some more strawberries. So these are the Seascape strawberries. They're a very good and productive variety here in California, at least in the coastal area, like in the LA area. I'm not sure how they're gonna grow in inland areas like in the Pomona Valley and such, but they grow well here. Our onions are heading up. They're not very big this year, but we're gonna get some onions, and we already harvested our garlic from the front. So we started our garlic harvest, and this is a volunteer poppy Lawrence grape. And we got some more strawberries back there. And over here we have some zucchini. So they're setting fruit now. You can see some zucchini on the bottom. This is a Black Beauty. It's my favorite variety. And then behind the Black Beauty are going to be the San Marzano tomatoes. And then we have another Cherokee Purple right next to it. So we have two San Marzano plants. And then you can't see, but in the middle here, there is a pickling cucumber in here somewhere. So the idea is that the pickling cucumber will grow up and start climbing on our chicken coop for support. Let's see if we can find some San Marzano fruit sets for you. Wouldn't be a garden tour if we don't start showing you some fruit sets. There it is. There's a San Marzano fruit set right there. And then we're still trying to see if we can grow good strawberries out of these towers. And we do have a nice seascape strawberry forming right there. And on this tower we have other varieties like the Mar de Bois, Sequoia, Hanoi variety. And then up here we have more strawberries, and you can see the succession of them in action. So we have, these are the seascapes, and then right after the seascapes will be the Chandler. So they're going to come back on again, the Chandlers. We've gotten Chandlers and seascape, they alternate. So with those two, we're going to get a succession amount, and the goal is to grow more plants from these plants so we can have a lot of strawberries to enjoy. And also this year has been a good rose year. We got a lot of water, and I think I know why the city of Oregon is known as the Rose City, because over there the climate's pretty wet and the roses are really nice. So this wet year has allowed for us to see a lot of nice roses. And here is our kids' garden. So they planted, this is a pumpkin that they started at school, and then this is a sunflower they started at school. And then also we have cover cropping here, like hairy vetch. So we're growing hairy vetch for the first time, and I like how much growth there is. This is going to be a lot of green manure for us. It'll add nutrients to our soil. And right on that area we grow corn. We're just still waiting for it to be warm enough to start some corn. Our Atamoya, that's a Geffner Atamoya. It's waking up, it's making leaves and blossoms now. So it's going to fill in. And then this is a Red Baron peach that we have over here. So we got a lot of fruit sets this year. It's been nice and chilly. The chill hours wake them up or let them know it's time to set fruit. So we've got a number of fruits. And I also like to thin them out. So I saw one that's kind of got a double peach right here, like this one. So I like to thin them out. That way we can have the other ones get bigger. And this is where I started planting some peaches. We got another variety here. This is the August Pride. And we got some peaches here. So this is going to be, by the name, we should be getting fruit in August. I think the Desert Gold is right here somewhere. Here's a Desert Gold. It was a runty plant, but sometimes beggars can't be choosers, and we'll take care of it and let it grow in this area and get some early May peaches. And then over here we have some more of the Vision MXR corn that's here. We got some onions that are in the back. Hopefully they'll bulb up. And then we have more tomatoes. This is an Amish paste tomato that we're growing for the first time. It's got very sparse growth. I was expecting it to be more bushy, so it's kind of questioning whether I actually sowed the Amish paste. I'm waiting for some fruit to set to see if I can tell by the shape of it. And then we also have another couple of plants of my favorite type of kitchen tomatoes, and that's the Blue Beach tomato. So the Blue Beach is kind of like a San Marzano. It's got the length, and an Oxheart, it's got the size. It's a very nice, good paste tomato. We have a couple of plants. And then we have a Klondike watermelon here. Sometimes the chickens hop over. That's why I have that guard on it. So that's our update today. We're excited because summer's just around the corner. And then with the way we grow our brassicas, we still get to enjoy cool season crops like broccoli year round with the succession planting. And let me just take you out real quick to the front yard so you can see our broccoli that we get to enjoy year round here in Southern California. And that's something that I discovered is possible. and amazing, because then we can continue to get our produce just from our garden. We haven't had to go to the market for produce, other than if we're hosting a party and we don't have enough for everyone. So here's some broccoli. We already harvested the big crown, and these side shoots, they'll just keep producing until the plant won't produce, and this will go for a couple of months at the very least. So we got one, and then we got another. So if you combine the side shoots, you get a good amount. We have some more succession broccoli over here. This is a Happy Rich. This is a sprouting broccoli, and then we got some pozole corn that's out in front growing along with some squash, and we still have to harvest our wheat. All right, thanks for coming out and watching how our garden grows and hanging out with us. We'll see you in the next update. Have a good one.